And happy 2023 Storm Watchers. As your New Scotland Storm are back in action here this evening at the Halifax or HRM4 pad in Bedford, Nova Scotia to take on the Bedford Bandits. First game of the new year. Hope that you all had a wonderful holiday season. Got to take in some World Junior games, and whether it be on TV or in person. And we're looking for an amazing new year with a great final third of the regular season. Storm have played 22 games of their 33-game season. And the Storm are lining up and heading out to the ice. We've got a distraction. Yeah, so the Storm have a 33-game regular season schedule, and they've played 22 of their 33 games. Storm come into this game sitting third in the standings. Bedford coming in fifth in the league standings. I don't have the standings up in front of me, but this as they get lined up for the national anthem around the league today. The Rangers skating in Antigonish with the Novas. The Novas win that one 2-1. And in Pictou County, Halifax defeats the Wherewell Bombers. That was a close one, another close one, 4-3. And in Truro, the Valley Wildcats are visiting the Truro Bearcats, and they're tied at 3 apiece. Now for the national anthem. Today's starting lineup is Aidan O'Donnell at center. River Welsh, left wing. Camden Gallant, right wing. Cole Nelson, D. And Cole Rogers, D. Starting between the pipes today for the Storm is Will Cole in his first start of 2023. The birthday yesterday. And Captain Aidan O'Donnell with the birthday on Tuesday, I believe. It was the 3rd. So, first, second, third, Tuesday was it. So Aidan O'Donnell at the face-off. Looks like Ryder McQueen for the Bandits. And they're off. Bedford back. Camden Gallant was on the boards. Put it back down in the Bedford zone. Gibbs back from his injury, collarbone injury, putting it up the boards. Out into the neutral zone. Recovered by Rogers just off his stick. McQueen on the back check. Robs him. Good hustle by McQueen to get there and get that puck. Welsh. Pass just a little bit behind. Over to Gallant. Gallant in on the left side, trying to cut across, but there's McQueen again. For Bedford, breaking it up, preventing a quality shot. Into the corner, Odie. Link pins him up against the boards. That one gets past And around to the near side, Medic Lopez has storm change. We've got Cole McLeod, Matt Clements, Owen O'Donnell, Riley Creelman, and Medic Lopez. Link heading back for Bedford into the corner. Now McLeod on the attack. Alex Alain cutting across, weaving through, broken up. Clements, Johnson with the shot. Saved by Cole. That one, rebound is buried by Max Brocklehurst. And just like that, the Bandits take a 1-0 lead. Cloud on the faceoff. Brocklehurst in. Cross crease. Another one almost in by a lamp. Post is off as Will Cole comes across. Getting in fast for players. Face off in the Bedford zone. Cole down a little bit, getting up a little gingerly. May have tweaked his leg or something on that play. Lopez getting some equipment attended to by the referee. Clouds on the face-off. Bedford wins. Back Monroe, dumps it up in deep for Bedford. Cole gets a stick on that to Lopez around. He gets stripped, no call. 007 across to Clements. That wasn't Brocklehurst. That was Justice Johnson.
1 minute, 21 seconds. Johnson from the lane at 1:21.
So it's Warrington in on the play, dumping it in now on the forecheck. Warrington into the corner. Tied up in the corner. Boudreau coming across in behind the net. He's down the hit. Fluid. And that's snagged out of the air by Bandits goaltender Tucker Potter. So the Bandits with an early 1-0 lead. Jacob Shoup on the face-off. We got Sanford and Cluett as the D pair. That's Boudreau on the wall. Warrington and Shoup. Into the Bedford bench. Face-off be in the neutral zone. Shoup on the face-off. Bedford out with it. Now down the far side, they dump it in. They go on the forecheck. Come across, Will Cole setting it up for Sanford in behind the net. Bedford player there. Sanford brimming it around to the near side. Fluid picks it up, puts it back the other way. Sanford in the far corner. Off the Bedford stick, down to Potter, covers it up as Boudreau comes in and he takes a penalty, but then he takes a cross check immediately after it. See if the Bedford player gets a 4-minute for that cross check. Looked like right to the chin. Looked to me like they both got to go. So the Storm are going to go on the penalty kill, the penalty to Boudreau. And the Bedford player has been ejected. Okay, I was right. Oh, hit him right in the chin. So that should be a 5-minute major and a game misconduct and at least a 2-minute on Boudreau. So I suspect we'll have some 4-on-4 happening here, but let the officials sort this out and let you know what we see. And in Truro, the Bearcats have now taken a 4-3 lead over the Valley Wildcats, who visit the Storm tomorrow in the Eye of the Storm. And in Dartmouth, the John L. Jim Cougars take a 1-0 lead in Dartmouth over the Whalers. So we got a 5-minute and a 2-minute posted. So 5-minute to 15 on Bedford, who is Owen McGilvery. And Nate Boudreau with the 2-minute. So we should be 2 minutes. Well, if nothing else changes, 2 minutes of 4-on-4. Then the Storm will go on a power play. Bedford has 5 players out, so apparently we're going to go 5-on-5. I don't know how they're going to do that. Potter just gets off the ice for Bedford, so they have 4 on the ice right now. Pretty hard when you got a 5-on-5 and somebody's got to come out of the box to join the play. You can't do that, so you got to go 4-on-4. So when the Boudreau penalty expires, Storm will get their power play. So the officials over talking to the Storm coaches, talking to Coach Rickman about what's going on, maybe the procedure. So the Storm are sitting, okay, going to. All right, Warrington is in the bench as well, in the box as well as Boudreau. Storm have 4 on. They have 4 on. We have 2 in the bench. Coach Shoup is asking a question of the referee. Doesn't make. Maybe he got 2 penalties. Maybe it's 2 2-minute penalties. Serving them concurrently. I don't know. Maybe the rink announcer will announce it and we'll let you know what's going on, or somebody at home can comment. They know the rules a little better than I do. But we've got some 4-on-4 action going on here. That was a shot by Welsh. Got Scotland stepping up. Welsh across. Welsh for the shot. No, off the bar, off the post. Back to Odie. Odie with a shot off the crossbar. Rebound up into the netting and out of play. Off Scotland's stick. I expect it to be in the neutral zone. So 11:23 to go in the first period. Bandits are leading 1-0. Playing some 4-on-4 hockey here. Owen McGilvery ejected from the game of the Bandits, ejected. 4:17 left in that penalty. And that was in retaliation. Nate Boudreau out of a late charge or poke, if you will, on goaltender Tucker Potter. Through a 2-minute, but we have 2 players in, so I'm guessing it's 2-2.
Nate Boudreau, 2 minutes for slashing and a 10-minute misconduct. Bedford penalty to 15, Owen McGilvery, 5-minute match penalty.
So McGilvery is a 5-minute match penalty. Boudreau is a 2-minute slashing and a 10-minute game misconduct. Brocklehurst centering, 007. Skating back. Skating it through the neutral zone. Sees McLeod. Cloud's up. Now delaying curl. Up into the corner. Gets past 00. Around to the far corner. Bedford's going to pick it up with speed. Joe Breen. Skating in far at the goal line. Trying to get it out to Johnson. Scoring the goal earlier. Sees Clements. Clements in. Trying to get around. Breen picks up the loose puck. Passes it back up to Johnson. Into the corner. Clements. Guess that was Hodder. Sanford. That'll be icing. No ice. No, it's waved off. That's Gallant on the attack. Coming across. No icing on that. Now the Storm's penalty has expired. The Storm should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the power play. 5-on-4 power play. McDonald's power play for the Storm. Brought to you by McDonald's Restaurants in Upper Tantallon, Quinpool Road, and Spring Garden Road in Halifax. Riley Creelman setting up behind the net. Coming out the far side, passing to 007. 007 in, season, scores! Owen O'Donnell to Aiden O'Donnell. And that's Aiden's 31st goal of the season on the McDonald's power play, the McPower play. And of course, with it being a match penalty, 5-minute major, the Storm to stay on the power play. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left on that power play. Aiden O'Donnell on the face-off. They punch it back to 00, gets it over to Krillman. Krill's near side. Clements is going to pick that up off the boards, chips it forward. Link picks it up for Bedford and tries to clear it out of there, gets it to the neutral zone. Krillman back to the ringette line. Circling around, passing it up to 00. Leaving between O'Leary and Conlon. He dumps that in on the forecheck is Aiden. Back to Clements. McLeod gets a stick on a puck up in the air. They kind of lose it in between the feet of O'Donnell. McLeod back to Krillman. Krillman over to 007. Aiden O'Donnell. Shot by Krillman. He picks up the loose puck in behind the Bedford net. Aiden O'Donnell. Krillman. 007 working through. Only minute 3 to go on this power play. Got to get, I don't know if they've had a shot here in the last minute. And Bedford clears that out of there. Cole passes that up to Krillman. Krillman passing it up to Clements. Bedford gets the puck. Into the corner, they clear that one down. Cole sets it up for Sanford. Sanford in behind the net. 007. Across the blue line, coming through the neutral zone. Trying to get past McQueen. 20 seconds to go on the McPower play. McLeod shot off the stick under the glass above the net, and Bedford clears that out. They may have one more rush on this McPower play, but with 9 seconds to go, I doubt that they're going to get that happening. McQueen with the pressure on Sanford. Almost gets it from her. Comes out the near side. Long pass off the boards, hits Clements' skate. Bedford picking it up, coming back the other way. Alain. Now shoot. Off the boards, Breen. Picking that puck up, coming back the other way. Alain gets a stick on it. Now Kidd. Cole Rogers. Jacob Shupin on the far side, cutting across, just inside the blue line, shooting. Link gets a stick on it. Back and forth, that's Brocklehurst and behind the net. Who else do we got there? Juice. Joe Breen trying to create some space, gain some speed. Welsh tying him up. Puck down into the Storm D zone. Scotland in behind the Storm net. Odie picks that up. He's got one to beat. Odie scores! Great drive by Odie and get around the Bandits defender. A little deep on Potter, and Odie scores to put the Storm up 2-1 with 5:56 to go in the first period. So that's Aiden's 32nd goal of the season. That'll give him 53 points. Odie on the face-off. Gallant on left wing. That's back to Lopez. Lopez up to Gallant. Gallant backhands that up and into the Bedford zone. Gibbs back for Bedford. Welsh on the forecheck.
His 32nd of the season. Score number 16.
Gallant.
Assisted.
Back to Odie. Brocklehurst coming through Bedford.
Time of goal, 9 minutes, 4 seconds.
That shot goes off the crossbar and up into the netting and out of play. Face off in the Storm. No. In the neutral zone, just outside of the Storm's D zone. Odie stays out. Got Sanford and Fluid as their D pair. O'Leary dumping that in. Cole setting up for Cluett. McLean on the pressure with the pressure. Cluett backhands over to Sanford. Sanford up the boards. Link keeps it in for Bedford. Back to Sanford. Sanford to Odie. Odie backhands Welsh. The forwards go to the bench. And O'Donnell, McLeod, and Clements come on. So Leary in. Sanford breaks that up. Leary dumps it into the corner, getting it to Fenwick McLean. Push it up past Clements. Bedford a lot more puck hungry so far here in the first period. Face-off is in the Bedford zone. Ryder McQueen's going to be on the face-off. Owen O'Donnell's going to take it for the Storm. Clouds on the boards, lined up on the left side. Of course, Clements. Now the D have changed. We've got Cole Rogers and Cole Nelson. That one's off the lid of Potter. Green sending it around to the other side. Rogers poking that, delaying things a little bit, giving Clements time to catch up, and Bedford's offside. So face-off with 4:14 to go in the first period. The Storm are leading 2-1. Face-off just outside the Storm D zone. McLeod on the face-off. He wins it, but that's Hodder breaking in. He gets a shot on net. Cole smothers that one. McLeod again. McQueen gets that, but pressure from Clements and McLeod. And that's not shot. Will saves that, now covers that. Loose puck up. Face off in the Storm zone with 3:58 to go. Didn't get that New Scotland hoodie you wanted for Christmas? Head on down to newscotlandclothing.ca. Order it online. You can do curbside pickup, or you just go into their flagship store at 16 Portland Street in Dartmouth. Cole Rogers reaching, trying to get it up to Welsh. 18, yeah, that's Welsh. Carver Odie on the middle of line change, and I missed it. Welsh coming back the other way, Rogers. Long pass by Potter. Brillman. Little fan, now battle on the boards. Should have been a high stick, no. No, refs didn't think so. McQueen picks it up, retreats back into his D zone, passes it to Conlon. Juice on the attack with the pressure. McQueen and O'Donnell. Odie. Welsh in there for support now. Krillman. Krillman dumps that in as Welsh heads to the bench, as does Odie. So we got Lopez, Warrington, shoot. Juice is still out. Or is out. Joe Breen looking for a place to go. Decides to skate it out on the far side. And in through the neutral zone and in on the far side. And Krillman gets a stick on that as he tries to shoot. And that's out of play. With 2:22 to go in the first period. Storm are leading 2-1. Face off in the Storm zone. Drillman heading back. On the boards. Drillman and Warrington. That one's blocked. Lopez gets a leg on that. They pick that up. That's out in front. Shoot battling. Lopez. Lopez with the puck. Lopez goes for a skate. And on the far side, dumps it in. And we've got a... We got a whistle. Face off in the neutral zone. Cole McLeod. Back to Tommy Gunn-Cluid up to 007. McLeod drags a leg trying to stay onside. Just can't. The New Scotland Clothing Company has lots of new stuff, new arrivals in for the new year. Cole McLeod on the face-off. And they also have an end-of-season sale. Free shipping on orders over $75 at newscotlandclothing.ca. Sign up for their email list, and you can get up to 15% off your first order. Can't be combined with any other offer. McLeod attacking. Johnson passing it up through, back and forth here with Sanford. Just gets past her, heading back in the boards in behind the net. Comes back out now, reverse. Out in front. I think Cole got a piece of that. Cluid on the far side. Backhands that up to McLeod. Cloud's over to Clements. Just misses on the short side. Cluid from the point. Rebound to Clements. Clements in the near corner. Last minute of the period. 007. Sanford. Up into the corner. Off the Clements stick. 007 in on the boards. Now into the corner. Clements. Pass off the boards. Nobody there. Scotland picking it up in the neutral zone. Retreating back. Up to McLeod. Just past him. Icing. 31.9 seconds to go in the first period. Storm are leading 2-1. Face off in the Storm zone. Aiden O'Donnell and Ryder McQueen for the Bandits. However, Will Cole gets a stick on it, poking it out of the way. Scotland's going to rim that around. Weird bounce off the boards, comes right back out instead of rimming around. Scotland. In behind the nets, Scotland and Nelson. Back out to the point. Joe Breen trying to put it in. That hits traffic. Nelson off the glass and out. Out in the neutral zone. Back down into the Bandit zone as time expires in the first period. And your New Scotland Storm lead the Bedford Bandits by a score of 2-1. Shots are 6-5 in favor of the Bandits. Storm haven't had a lot of practice over the holiday season with World Juniors, and it is showing here early. Hopefully as the game progresses, they're going to kind of get their skating legs and their hockey IQ back together and pull it out. So in Dartmouth, the John Jim Cougars are visiting the Dartmouth Whalers, and they are leading 4-0. At Crux Psychology provides expert individual therapy, couples therapy, and assessment backed by science and delivered with compassion. cruxpsychology.ca in Halifax. I want to thank them for being sponsor of the Storm this season, and Cluett Insurance, because life happens. Cluett Insurance for all of your home, auto, life, and business insurance needs. CluettInsurance.ca. So we got Aidan O'Donnell to face off to start off the second period. As we switch ends, heading down into the Bedford zone. Odie in the corner, over to Glenn. Glenn on the side. Bedford trying to, that was penalty Bedford. Maybe that was penalty Storm. It was Bedford. Little cross check, yeah. That could have easily been boarding. So the Storm are going to go on a McDonald's power play as Schaefer Gibbs heads to the box for the Bandits for 2 minutes. So we got a 2-minute McPower play. Storm had one earlier, scoring on that power play. Aidan O'Donnell, the first of his 2 goals. Cole McLeod on the faceoff for the Storm. McLeod gets it back to 007. 007 to Odie. Odie's going to line up, shoot, blocker save, loose puck in front of the net, big scrum. 007 at the high slot, over to Odie. Cross is over to Krillman, back out to 00. Reversing around. Krillman. Odie on the side. Clementson behind Odie. Out in front, loose puck, and Bedford clears it out. 007 keeps it in. Krillman's able to keep that one in. Bedford gets it, though. Are they going to clear it out? No, the Storm keep it in. That one's out in the neutral zone. 007 regrouping. As the last of the Storm players come out to get onside, passing over to Odie. Odie with the rush. Pass just past the reaching McLeod. Odie in behind. He's going to rim that around. 007 off the wall to McLeod. McLeod skating up, passing it to Odie. Storm have not had a shot in this first minute, 10 seconds of this power play. And Clements on the side of the net just misses. Odie recovering the puck in the neutral zone, over to O'Donnell. 34 seconds left in this power play. Brought to you by McDonald's Restaurants in Upper Tantallon, Quinpool Road, and Spring Garden Road. Clements, the backhand, right to the breadbasket, and save. So 24 seconds left on the McPower play. Jacob Shoup on the faceoff. His regular lines out with Sanford and Cluett on D. Getting some power play minutes. Boudreau dumping it into the near corner. Green's going to get there for Bedford. Going to clear it out. That's going all the way down. Sanford heading back. In behind the Storm net, up on the far side. Turnover. They put it towards the net. Cluett gets a stick on it, passes to Sanford, up to Boudreau. Joe Breen for Bedford. Up in the air, pass Len as they get back. They're offside because the power play had expired in the power play. So face off in the Bedford zone. 12:20 to go in the second period. Storm leading 2-1. Shots are 6-8 in favor of the Storm. Aidan O'Donnell on the faceoff. Who do we got? Lopez and Perlman are the D. Link in behind the net for Bandits. That's Brocklehurst coming through. Drop pass to Alan. Alan with the shot. Saved by Cole. Gives the puck to Odie. Passing it up the ice. Welsh on a skate to prevent the icing. And it's all for naught. Icing Storm. Face off. Comes all the way back down to the near corner to the right of Wiltender. Goaltender Will Cole. And in Truro, we have a final score. The Bearcats defeat the Valley Wildcats. Battle of the Cats, 4-3. Odie and Brocklehurst on the face-off. Up to Bedford, Gibbs. Up to Alan. Off the stick, Camden. Grillman in the corner with Brocklehurst. Lant with the puck, shipping it up. Brocklehurst recovering it. Land dumps it in. Odie on the forecheck. Now Welsh right there trying to scoop it up and get it back out in front of the net. Lant with a nice hit in the corner. Around to the far side. Odie keeps it in front of him. Working on the boards. Welsh right there. Back to Scotland. Scotland dumping it into the near corner. Rogers skating up. Between the feet of Link. McLeod's in on the ice now. Reaching in, trying to grab that one. That one just misses. Rogers back into the neutral zone. Gather that puck, passing it over to Scotland. Scotland skating it up and in on the far side. With too many white jerseys back out in the neutral zone. 0-0 passing it over to Rogers. Rogers pass attempt to Scotland's intercepted by Brocklehurst, who skates through, and that misses the net as Cole takes a swing at it. At the puck. 007. Skating through traffic. White jerseys. Joe Breen coming back the other way. McLean loses the puck. Rogers tries to poke it out, but Bedford keeps it in behind the Storm net. Scotland's going to rim that sucker all the way around, and that's going to be icing Storm. 10-11 to go in the first period, or second period. Storm are leading 2-1. It's a new year. You're looking for a new career, then you need to reach out to Jen Warrington and the Fusion Group. They can guide you through every step of the process, from identifying jobs and careers that suit you best to fixing up your resume, helping you apply, and walking you through the interview process. That's Jen Warrington and the Fusion Group, thefutiongroup.ca. That's McLean. Cole McLeod picks his pocket. The Storm are offside. So, a little scoring review. All the goals so far scored in the first period. Justice Johnson scoring at 13-19 for the Bandits. Then Aiden O'Donnell scoring a power play goal at 9-12. And Aiden O'Donnell again at 5:56. That's Ryder McQueen coming through for Bedford. Warrington. McQueen trying to come around, centering it. First shot attempt misses wide. Hodder for Bedford trying to get it in front of the net. That's Warrington working in behind the Bedford net now into the corner, sending it back the other way. Nobody home though. Grillman's got to come across and step up. Bedford passing it to Carver. And McQueen on the boards. Krillman. Odie in behind. Odie with two already. Spinorama backhand just misses short side. That's Welsh in behind the net now. Camden Gallant. Galley working in the behind the net. Odie back to Lopez. Lopez trying to get back to Odie, but Carver down McQueen. On the back checks Curlman. And McQueen's pass to Carver misses. Gives the Storm an opportunity to regroup. No, that's Hodder, sorry. McQueen. And that's in Gallant skates. So he has possession now through the neutral zone in on the near side. Drops it for Odie. Odie cutting through the slot. Gallant out in front. And that's covered up and we get a whistle. Storm change their lines. McLeod, O'Donnell, Clements line comes out. Change their D. We've got Nelson and Rogers on D. McLeod. Bedford back. They put it across ice and out. Justice Johnson picking it up for Bedford. Scoring Bedford's lone goal. And now passing it to Alex Orlando. Misses on the shot. Back to Schaefer Gibbs. Storm get a stick on that. Nelson to Clements. Clements for the move. Skating it through. Coming through and shot into the shin pads of the Bedford player. Two wingers open. Brocklehurst. In on the near side. He's taking a shot and rebound out in front. Cole Gibbs keeps it in for Bedford. Passing it off to the far boards. McLeod. Up to Clements over to 007 and Gibbs back in. His shot is blocked by Rogers. No icing on this as Nordmore comes back for Bandits. Passes off the boards to Eland. Rogers back and off the boards back to Gibbs. Cole drives that one into the boards. As Sanford comes on and into the corner. Sanford. Shoot passes across the front of the crease over to the far side. Juice. Kid in for Bedford. Loose puck. This is some weird hockey. Juice. Just a lot of weird move, not like bounces of the puck and stuff. Hard to read. Shoop get dumping that one in. Shoop shot on net, driven into the glass by Potter. Shoop on the attack. Bandit skating it through the zone and in on the near side, now going wide. Tommy Gunn tying him up on the boards. Out in front, Krillman gets that one out into the neutral zone as Bedford comes back. That's Link picking it up for the Bandits. He's got Joe Breen there, but his pass is intercepted by Welsh as the Storm were changing their lines. Odie into the corner. Welsh and Odie, puck loose in the corner, picked up by Odie. Working to try and get it out of there. Green, O'Donnell, Hodder, McQueen, Welsh, they're all there. Fighting to get some space. That's McQueen skating through. He's got to get through Clements. That's Hodder with the shot. Not Clements, that was Fluid. So in Dartmouth, the Cougars are up 5-0 over the Whalers. And we've got 5 here in Bedford. We got 5:22 to go in the second. Storm leading 2-0. Ryder McQueen on the faceoff. And Odie, his pass is back to Schaefer Gibbs, passing it over to Link. Link shot through traffic. Blocker save Cole. Rebounds another shot saved by Cole. Welsh picking up the puck in all that traffic. Passing it up to Odie. Odie with one to beat. Chips a pass on the forecheck into the corner. He takes a hit. Gallant beyond the net, pokes it out front. McQueen picks it up for Bedford, skates it through the neutral zone, passing it over to Hodder. And Scotland breaks up his, takes the puck off the stick. He's got Gallant out front. Gallant scores! Cam, the man Gallant, puts the Storm up 3-0, or 3-1. And that is Camden's 5th goal of the season. So with 4:42 to go in the game, Storm take a 3-1 lead off the goal by Camden Gallant. 007 on the forecheck. Potter passing up the lane on the wall. Over in behind, Justice Johnson. Lopez back to the red line. Into the corner. Krillman in behind the Storm net. Clements to McLeod. McLeod gets out in front. McLeod with a shot, rebound. O'Donnell can't quite get there. No. So Odie got an assist on that goal by Gallant. Clements. Trying to get it up to McLeod, a little back and forth. Loose puck at the red line. That is Brocklehurst. Brillman gets that out into the neutral zone. McLeod picking up that loose puck. McLeod again gets through. McLeod with a nice move. Shot, rebound. And Bedford clears that out. Brillman off the Brocklehurst skate as the Storm head to the bench for a change. McLeod, that is. Now O'Donnell. Boudreau with the puck in behind the net. And the forwards have all changed. D have changed. We've got Cluett and Sanford out now. So full change. Bandits are going to ice that puck down. Does it have legs? No, it didn't have enough legs. So no icing. Cluett to Cluett. Cluett to Boudreau. Boudreau into the corner. Takes a hit by Joe Breen. Juice comes in to support. Up to Tommy, but it gets past him. Got Kidd coming down on the near side. Got Sanford. Shot. Cole saves that. Sanford took away the pass. And Bedford back into their own zone. They're going to rim that sucker all the way around. Trying to get it out to Kidd, but that gets past them all. But they were there at the red line. Must have got a stick on it. No icings. It's Sanford picking it up. Reverse, now reverse again. Let me get that up to Gallant. It's into the neutral zone. Bedford's offside, so it gives the Storm a chance to regroup. Gives Odie some time to decide where to go. He sees Welsh coming across. Now a race with him, Welsh and Gibbs into the corner. Welsh gets a stick on it first, but Gibbs does a good job of tying it up. Odie, backhand out in front of the net. Welsh can't get a shot off. Can't get a stick on it. Rogers. That's on net. Rebound. Welsh gets a stick on it. Bedford tying him up, though. Odie. In the corner with Welsh. Puck's not moving. We're going to get a whistle here in a second. Gibbs trapping it up against the board, not letting it move. Should be a penalty, delay of game, and I think it might be. I think Gibbs might be getting a delay of game penalty. And Gibbs is, in fact, heading to the box. So the Storm will go on the McPower play. Again, the McPower play brought to you by McDonald's Restaurants in Upper Tantallon, Quinpool Road, and Spring Garden Road in Halifax. Bedford fans not happy about that, but that was completely trapped against. No attempt to even move the puck. Bandits head coach talking to the officials, not very happy with the call either. So we've got McLeod on the face-off for the Storm on this McPower play with 1:33 to go in the second period. McLeod wins it. Odie to Odie.
Bedford penalty to 12. Schaefer Gibbs. 2 minutes for delay game.
Bandits clear that out.
27 seconds.
Cole to 007. Donnie. Krillman. Krill's over to Odie. Cody, not a lot of place to go. Dumps it in to rim it around to the near side. McLeod. Clements is there. Comes out the side of the net now and behind the net. Clements in behind. Grillman spins around, backhands that into the corner. Clements steps up. Joe Breen pokes that over in behind the net and clears that one out. Odie gets a stick on it, though. Prevents it from going all the way down. McQueen at the red line, short-handed. Trying to pass it over, but that goes off the Storm player's skate. 0-0. Chased by McQueen. 007 in. He stops by some time, passes to Krillman. Krillman to Odie. Through traffic over to 00. Around to the far side. Spins out. Krillman picks it up, puts it on net, and scores! I think Clements gets that from Krillman. Put your Storm up 4-1. Clements from Krillman. And they score the McPower play goal. Shoup lines out. Jacob Shoup, Warrington, Boudreau. Clements or Krillman Lopez on D. Bedford in deep. There's the end of the second period, Storm watchers. Where your New Scotland Storm lead the Bedford Bandits by a score of 4-1. So as the ice crew comes out to resurface the ice, the two teams will head back to the dressing room. And while they do that, now let's see here. So before we go back, the scoring summary. I don't know what, something just happened to my iPad, folks. It's not coming up, the scoring summary. But we'll mute the mic and we'll be back here in about 8 minutes. And welcome back to the HRM 4-pad Storm Watchers for the third and final period of this tilt of your New Scotland Storm versus the Bedford Bandits. Storm come into the third period with a 4-1 lead over the Bandits. Shots are 13-17 in favor of the Storm. Bedford's lone goal scored by Justice Johnson with 13:39 in the first period. Bandits' second shot of the game. Then it was Aiden O'Donnell at 9:12 in the first. And Aiden O'Donnell, that was on the power play. And then Storm's second goal scored by Aiden O'Donnell as well at 5:56. Camden Gallant scores the Storm's third goal in the second period at 4:42. Followed by Matt Clements with 8 seconds to go on the power play in the second. Penalties, Nate Boudreau with a 2-minute slashing penalty and a 10-minute game misconduct at 12:06 in the first. Owen McGilvery with a 5-minute match penalty at 12:06 as well. Then in the second period, Bedford with Schaefer Gibbs at 14:14. And then Schaefer Gibbs again at 1:33. The teams to get set will go around the league. And in Dartmouth, the Cougars have now taken a 6-0 lead over the Dartmouth Whalers. And earlier today, this afternoon, the Novas defeat the Rangers 2-1 in East Hants. I had said Antigonish earlier, but they were in East Hants. Halifax over the Bombers 4-3 in Victor County. And the Bearcats 4-3 over the Wildcats in Truro. That's Aiden O'Donnell on the face-off for the Storm. Rogers skating back on the wall. Gibbs going in for Bedford. Conlon shot, saved by Cole. Rebound off to the far side, just past the reach of Kidd. Into the corner, Odie. Reverse. As Scotland hops over the stick. Nice little move. Camden meets Gibbs. And Welsh picks it up, going in wide. Link tying him up out in front. Off the skate. Lant doesn't get a shot on it. Welsh sending it in deep into the corner to Odie. Carver putting it in to the Storm D zone where Scotland picks it up. Storm make a change. Bouncing puck in behind McLeod. McQueen picking it up for the Bandits, skating it in. Across crease, Will Cole saving that one. That shot into the shin pads of Clements. McLeod going to rim that around to the far side. O'Donnell's going to pick it up on the wall. He's got to get past Breen. And he pokes it past him, skates around, picking him up. Now got to get around the official. Got the delay, trying to put it in front of McLeod. No, that was Clements. Back the other way. Sanford back to Eclectic. Comes around Sanford. Off the wall. Past Clements. McLeod now on the forecheck. McLeod puts it out front, bound. Puck up in the air, up and over the net, 007 in the corner. McLeod in behind the net, kicks it over to McLeod, back to 00. McLeod back up, trying to get over to get a good shot off. O'Leary tries to pass it to McQueen. Bedford's Bandits are offside, gives Sanford some time and space. And then it ends up being icing as the puck gets past Clements. So the Storm are going to change their lines. We got Lopez and Krillman coming out for your D pair. Odie Cam Welsh. Of course, this third period is 20 minutes. Odie on the faceoff. Wins. Krillman's going to rim that around. Going to just be past Welsh. Green keeps that in for Bedford, for the Bandits. Brocklehurst into the corner. Lopez skating it out. Cross. Gets to the red line, chips it past Breen. Welsh on the forecheck. Oh, that's sorry, Hangdo. So we've got a goalie change for Bedford. I must have missed that earlier, unless I just did it for the third. Glant, they get a stick on that. That goes up over. That's grabbed out of the air by Odie. Back to Lopez on net. Bringing around, delay. Gets his pocket picked. Welsh out in front. Shot, rebound into the corner. Bedford's going to ice that down. So 16:49 to go in the game. Storm are leading 4-1. Huh, must have been wrong. Looks like Sorhendo's been in for the entire game, according to the stats. My apologies to any of the Bandits fans watching. Mixing that up. Conlon. Tommy Cluett going to send it back at Sanford, but it gets passed. A little too much on it. Boudreau with the hit, but McLean trying to get it in. Sanford ties them up. Stroop's going to dump that down and he's going to ice that. So icing again. 16:07 to go in the third period. Storm leading 4-1. Shots are 15-20 in favor of the Storm. Nelson rimming around Henry. And Nelson stops it in his feet and sends that one out of play. Into the netting above the glass. Face off back in the Storm zone. Big game. Storm really struggling here to get this out. .007 on the draw. He wins back to Nelson. Nelson trying to get it up the boards. Cloud working Breen. Now McQueen. In and out the neutral zone. Shadowed by 00 and Clouds. Tries to get it to Breen. Breen on the wall. To McQueen. McQueen off the boards and in. Cole's going to set that up for Rogers. Rogers reaching. Kind of pokes it towards the net. Ended up being a little dangerous. But he got taken down at the same time trying to make a play. Shot, and that's glove saved by Cole. Odie's out for the faceoff. Brocklehurst around for the Bandits. Loses the puck. Krillman's going to put that up into the air. Bedford grabbing that out. Over to Alain, who's going to dump that in. Johnson on the forecheck. Lopez in behind the net for the Storm. Lopez off the boards, but the Bandits keep it in. Brocklehurst coming across to pick up that puck. Sweeping as Krillman misses it, but he gets a stick on that, on shooting Brocklehurst, and puts that one in the netting out of play, preventing the shot. Nice recovery. Odie on the drop. Krillman in behind the net with pressure. Working in the corner. Support now from Odes. Bedford does a good job. Gallant out in front. Shot, save, rebound out in front. Welsh. His shot off the stick and up into the netting and out of play. Excuse me. New Scotland Clothing has an end of season sale going on. So if you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas, head on down to newscotlandclothing.ca and order. Free shipping on orders over $75. That's Jacob Troop on the face-off, Juice on the wall. Lopez stepping up to keep it in. Link gets it out for Bedford. Over to Link. Link in, Frillman breaks that up. Lopez up off the boards, reaching out, Hotter. McQueen having a heck of a game. Calling his name a lot here today. McQueen shot, Cole gets a shoulder on that. Goes up in the air, stays in play. Bandits recover. Nordmore shot. And the net was off by a mile. The officials missed that. So who do we got here? Shoop line still out with Jukes and Warrington. Sanford Cluett. Tommy Gunn sending it around. That gets passed. And then Warrington gets it out, but Brocklehurst gets it at the red line. Back in on the far side. Around Cluett. Sanford prevents a quality shot, and it goes out of play. Face off in the neutral zone, just outside the Storm D zone. The Storm change, wholesale change. Nelson Scotland, RD. McLeod, Clements on left wing, double O on right wing. He wins back to Nelson. Nelson over to Scotland. Scotland's going to skate it out and through the neutral zone. Dump it in, ends up being a shot on net. Green's going to pick it up from Bandits. McLeod on the attack. Almost robbed him. McLeod working, coming across the top. Scotland from the point. Kid blocks that one, coming back the other way. His pass is behind Conlon, and that goes into the netting out of play in the Storm D zone. Face off in the far corner. 12:57 to go in the game. Storm leading 4-1. Shots are 16-23 in favor of the Storm. McLeod wins that face-off. Link on the wall. Bandits out with it. They get a shot, saved by Cole. Nelson in the corner. Now Scotland around behind the Storm net. Off the glass and into the neutral zone. Normore dumps it back into the far corner. Nelson gets there. He's going to rim it around to Scotland. Scotland's going to send it back over. He's going to just get past both 007 and Breen, where McQueen picks it up at the red line. Clements with the puck now, gets it back into the neutral zone. Some back and forth here. Nelson with some time, but loses the puck. Up to McLeod, but Normore skates up and breaks it out. McQueen back to Breen. To Hotter. Clements trying to rub him out, but McQueen with the puck now. Clements, a lot of back and forth. McQueen back over to Hotter. Hotter at the red line. Odie comes out, picks his pocket a little there, pokes it off. Odie and McQueen pass it over to Gibbs. Gibbs up, sees McLean at the red line. Tommy Cluett in behind the Storm net, around to the far side. Welsh. Cluett. Back to Cluett again. To Odie. Odie with his delay to Sanford. Sanford across the other side. Welsh. Back to Cluett. Cluett on net. Up in the air is the rebound. Swatting at it in the air. Bedford sends that one down, and icing is called off. Sanford back to collect the puck behind the Storm net. She passes it up to Welsh, off the stick to Cluett. Cluett backhand. Back the other way, Max Brocklehurst for the Bandits. Got Johnson out in front of the net, and that's into the net above the glass and out of play with 10:44 to go in the game. NewScotlandClothing.ca. Link misses on that. On the attack, Clements picks that puck up. Now at the delay. Attacks the net. McLeod behind the net. Creating some opportunity. Elaine on the far side. Lopez pinning Elaine in the corner. Clements on the wall. Link comes out with it. Through traffic. Cole gets a stick on it. Drives that into the corner. Elaine dumps that in deep, coming around. Brocklehurst is there behind the net, rimming it around. Cole gets a pad on it, keeps it out, but it's right in front. He reaches out and snags that one, covering it up. 9:54 to go in the game. Storm leading 4-1. Shots are now 20-24 in favor of the Storm. And around the league, the Cougars have stretched it out and have taken a 7-0 lead over the Whalers. Conlon on the faceoff for Bedford. Odie for the Storm. Conlon getting it out in front. And there is a penalty on the Storm. Scotland gets charged with a hook. So the Storm will go on the Landry McGilvery penalty kill. The 2-minute penalty to Scotland, the hooking call. This is the Storm's first PK, true PK of the game. Odie out. He wins. Sanford. Welsh in behind the net. Now into the corner. Bedford. Bandits with it. McLean. Back to Brocklehurst. Gibbs.
2 minutes for hooking.
McLean. Back to Brocklehurst. Brocklehurst to the move. Poked off, I think. Sanford. Oh, he keeps it in. Nice play by Brocklehurst to keep that in. McQueen from the high slot. Welsh with the stick on it. Nice pad save by Cole. Sanford tries to get that one out. Gibbs reaching up, keeping it in. Now McQueen in the neutral zone. Back to his blue line. Welsh shadowing. He prevents the pass. McQueen. Welsh again. Preventing things, holding them up. Gibbs behind the back pass to Brocklehurst on the wall. Brocklehurst cutting around. Brocklehurst with some moves. Odie rips that one down. 50 seconds to go on this Landry McGilvery penalty kill. Gibbs at the line. McLeod comes in, robs him. McLeod with the puck. Cloud's around behind the net. He's going to send that one down. That one's going to be on net. Elan for the Bandits behind the net with 30 seconds to go on this Landry McGilvery penalty kill for the Storm. Elan's pass is just behind Hodder, but he's able to collect it. Got Lopez. It's around behind the net into the far corner. Got to get in, Elan. Misses short side. Johnson. Lopez, as the penalty expires, Storm PK expires. Storm 1, 2, 3, 4. Have Odie waiting. No, that's Clements at the blue line. And they blew it down as offside. And that I know I was probably slow getting the camera around, but that Storm Chasers was not offside. How is Why is he taking it all the way down to the corner for an offside? I don't know. Face off in the Storm zone on that offside. Conlon and McLeod. McLeod. 007 on the wall. Get it out to the neutral zone. That's going to head down. That was past the Bedford player. They blow that down for icing. We're coming back down. $7:28 to go in the game. Storm leading 4-1. Face off in the Storm D zone. McLeod's on the face off. Conlon tying him up. Bedford gets it out. They get a shot off. Rebound onto the wall. Conlon into the corner. But McLeod getting it over to Clements. They poke it off Clements' stick. Into the corner is Nelson. A little back and forth moving. McLeod. Gibbs keeps it in. Little juke move. Gets it over to Conlon. Shot. Save. McLeod. Up past 007 in the neutral zone. McLeod picks up his own rebound. Got one player. McLeod. The shot misses just high. Conlon back through the other way for the Bandits. Nelson, nice, or not Nelson, Rogers pokes that off the stick. And back the other way. Sorhando setting it up for Breen. Mean Joe Breen coming back the other way. We got Juice and Boudreau there at the line. Ryder McQueen. Weaving in his way through traffic. He gets a shot off, misses on the short side. Sanford in the corner. McQueen out with the puck. Out in front. Carver fans on it, doesn't get the shot off. Juice in the corner with Shoop and Cluett. Two Cluets and a Shoop. Juice crossing the red line, getting around Breen. Breen hits him. Boudreau in the corner with Shoop. Lopez stepping up, keeping it in, sends it in behind the net. Boudreau reaching, coming across the top. Shoop gets past him as he sticks a leg out, trying to stop it. That's Brocklehurst for the Bandits. Krillman turning around, putting it back into the Bandit zone where they recover. Off the stick and into the Storm zone. Lopez keeps it in front of him. Alain on the blue line sees Gibbs. I think that shot might have went off the lid of Cole. And up into the netting and out of play. Face off in the Storm zone. 5:13 to go. Storm change their line. The OD line's out with Krillman Lopez for D. Bedford changing the line, trying to and that one gets past the Bedford player. We got River Welsh. Oh, he overskates. Passes it out to Odie, but they're offside. No, they're not. I guess we get that one back. But we don't get the shot off. There is a delayed penalty on the Bandits. Head contact. Number 12, Gibbs, head contact. So the Storm will, for a minute. So the Storm will go on a double minor power play. The Mick power play brought to you by McDonald's Restaurant in Upper Tantallon. Winpool Road, Spring Garden Road in Halifax, Elmsdale, and more. Cole McLeod, Clements, Odie, 007. That's 007 there. Krillman.
4 minutes for head contact. Time penalty, 15
007 and a McLeod. McLeod's working, getting through, recovers the puck, cross ice over to Odie. They get the shot off, but as Sorhando comes over, net comes off its moorings and the play blown dead. 3:38 to go on the Storm's McPower play. Leading 4-1. Odie's going to take this face off. Grillman gonna rim that one up. Clements puts that out in front. Odie. Out in front, McLeod! Just off the post. They got a stick on it as he was releasing. McLeod again has to put it out to Krillman. Krillman, nice move. Up to Krillman, or McLeod. McLeod's on the wall. Let's pass him out in the neutral zone. Double O over to Odie. Storm get onside. Bandits get a piece of it. Clements in on the far side. Got 2-3 white jerseys. Sorhando flashing some leather there. Snagged that one out of the air. 2:54 to go on this power play for the Storm. 3:49 to go in the game. Odie's on the draw. He wins. Welsh back to double O. Back up to Welsh. Go back and forth. Double O up to Odie. Alain. Got a 2-on-1. Krillman coming back up to catch up. Make it a 2-on-2. Shot. Yeah, that's saved. Short-handed shot saved by Will Cole. 3:33 to go in the game. 2:38 on the McPower play. Odie heading to the Donia heading to the bench. That is Sanford coming out. Krillman, Sanford. Are the D. Glant, Welsh, Odie are the forwards. Krillman to Odie. Odie up to Glant. Sanford coming in on the far side. It's pass. We got McQueen. Welsh giving chase. We got Krillman. Delay McQueen. Out in front to Link at the high slot. He lets one rip, but that's blocked by Gallant. Picks up the loose puck, gets it into the neutral zone, working on the boards. Puck comes out. Welsh. Welsh and Link go into the corner. Gallant coming in for support. McQueen. Odie at the red line. Over to Welsh. Welsh reverses around. Tries to feed it through. Force it through to O'Donnell. 1:34 to go on the McPower play. Sanford sends it up. Odie at the blue line. Now McQueen. He's going to dump that one down. Gallant, Welsh, and Odie head to the bench as Clements, McLeod, and 007 come out. Sanford pass to McLeod. 007 up to McLeod. McLeod's in, and he's going to rim that around. Clements and Breen on the wall. Max Brocklehurst back the other way. Over to Johnson. That was way offside. Like Brocklehurst was so offside, the linesman didn't even see him. Clements trying to get around Brocklehurst. Picking up his own puck in the far corner. Now to reverse and delay, pinned up against the wall. Bandits killing this. 30 seconds to go on this McPower play. Minute 25 to go in the game. Scotland passes up to McLeod. McLeod went around. Soccer kick over to McLeod. White jerseys block his path. Come back the other way. 14 seconds to go on the McPower play. Rogers in behind the Storm net.
Last minute play of the third period.
Over to Link. Last minute of the game. Penalty is expiring, and no more McPower play. Back to even strength. Boudreau. Scotland. Off the glass. Into the Bandit zone. Bandits recover. They get it, chip it out into the neutral zone. Back to Scotland. Scotland sends it across the other side. Normore. Boudreau coming over the top to meet him. Conlon, where the break gets past Scotland. Wrapping around. Yes, Hodder in the slot. Scotland. Hodder behind the net. Where's the puck? In behind the net. Scotland's got it. Gets hit from behind. Gets it out into the neutral zone. Back in. Bandits keep their goalie in. And there you have it, Storm Watchers. Your new Scotland Storm defeat the Bedford Bandits by a score of 4-1. And are now just one win shy of tying the Storm's all-time win record. Shots on goal were 25 for Bedford, 27 for the Storm. So the Storm are back in action tomorrow morning at the Eye of the Storm to take on the Valley Wildcats in their third and final matchup of the season. As this was with the Bandits, Storm sweep this season series, take the series 3 games to none. And we thank you for tuning in today. And we'll be live from the Eye of the Storm tomorrow morning. Hope you'll be tuned in then. And hope you tune in. Have a good evening.